Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and on this channel, we talk all things of healing, self-love, and self-care, and of course, becoming your dream woman. And on today's episode, we are going to talk about how women need to stop breaking their own hearts. Yes, ladies. So let's talk about it. Because a lot of us women continuously break our own hearts, and we don't really like to talk about that or admit it. And so let's start in on how we end up doing that. We end up staying in situations that are truly not meant for us. We fall too fast for a man, and then we sit there watching him play games with our time, our emotions, and our lives, while we keep on accepting his half-assed treatment. And then we tell ourselves, oh, it's okay. We justify that bad behavior. And then we say, oh, he's busy. He's figuring things out. Oh, but he said he likes me. And he said I'm different. Yes. And if we were being honest with ourselves, we would say that attachment isn't even based off of love. It's more based off of attraction, maybe even a bit of chemistry thrown in there. And then sometimes it can even be that he said something nice to you, right? Maybe no one has spoken to you kindly in a long time. Or maybe you haven't felt desired, seen, or chosen in a while. So then your hormones start firing up, dopamine, oxytocin starts going crazy, and suddenly you feel that you're bonded. And before you know it, you are accepting behaviors that you would never have accepted if you were fully regulated, grounded, and centered in yourself. And that's where we break our own hearts, because deep down, we know that that isn't right for us. We feel it in our body. We feel the anxiety building up. We feel the confusion, and we definitely can feel the inconsistency. But instead of listening to the inner knowing, we hold on to that possible potential. Yes, we stay because of the conversation that we may have had, or a promise may have hinted to, or the way that he made you feel that one night, and that version of him that you're hoping that he will become. But that's why we need to truly slow down. Not slow down the relationship per se, but we need to slow ourselves down. We need to slow down on how much we're talking to them, how available we are, and how emotionally invested we become early on. Because when you slow your roll, you gain clarity, you gain control, and you stop falling fast, and you stop breaking your own heart. We have to start paying more attention to those red flags. Yes, no more excusing them and no more explaining them away. And most importantly, we have to pay attention to the man's energy and how he's showing up, not just his words, right? Because words sound great. Yes, you're beautiful. You're amazing. I never felt this way before. Yes, that all sounds wonderful, right? But words without actions truly mean nothing. And if his actions don't match his words, and he's inconsistent, continuously distant, unclear, and even unavailable, that is the truth. So yes, ladies, we need to stop breaking our own hearts by allowing men to show us who they truly are early on, but we don't believe them, right? So we sit there and we hold on to that potential, but we can no longer do that. Okay, we don't chase anymore. We are no longer in this to prove ourselves and prove our worth to anybody. We don't wait around hoping that they will change. No, we'll say, okay, this man is truly not for me, and we move on. And sometimes, moving on means being alone for a season. But let me tell you something I've learned along the way, and I learned the hard way. I would rather be by myself than be with somebody who doesn't truly want to be with me, because at the end of the day, you're going to truly feel by yourself, even though that you're with someone, right? So we need to not stay into situations because of that feeling, or being half chosen, or maybe he's making you feel guilty when you're just asking for the bare minimum treatment, right? And that's one of the most uncomfortable feelings there is. So a man will always show you if he wants to be with you. And he shows you through his effort, how consistent he is, his presence, the way he ends up prioritizing you. And if it's not there, it's not there. Don't force it. So let's get back into focus, back into our bodies, back into how we truly feel. Stop focusing on the possibilities of someone else and start focusing on yourself, your peace, you regulating your nervous system, your standards, and your life in general. Make sure that you're making yourself feel wonderful and great every day. Because when you stop breaking your own heart, you create space for the kind of love that doesn't require you to abandon yourself. And that, ladies, that is self-respect. And that is so regulating and amazing, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to stay into situationships or stay into situations based on potential, and always feeling like you need to do more, prove yourself, or anything like that. So just remember, ladies, it's all about self-respect, and you don't want to learn the hard lessons. You want to leave with grace and save your space and your energy for the right person to come along. So I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.